Hello, welcome back to Reflection of Terminus, Campaign 1, Session 4. How y'all doing today? Y'all probably look good. I can't tell because this is a recording and you can't speak to us in real time, but I think y'all all looking good. How y'all doing? How's everyone doing?
All of our viewers are cuties. Just saying.
That is a proven fact. That is a proven
You're
fact.
You're a heckin' cutie.
That's insane. That's not real.
Hell yeah.
I'm not
get complimented on.
Nuh-uh. All right. Let me put on my DM and pants, and I'm gonna roll a D4, and whoever it lands on is gonna tell us what happened last time. Pop. Hold on, I can count. Woo! Oxy, what happened last time?
Well, we were, at least from where I joined in, we were in a dungeon fighting some skeletons and some undead, and we solved a really cool puzzle and ended up fighting some more undead and some more skeletons and a minotaur, and Hubris died and we managed to revive him. Yeah. Terrifying.
That's basically what happened. Basically what happened is that Hubris died, but he lived. And
He got better.
I got better?
They killed me. I got better.
You're supposed to be dead. I got better? I love that scene in Puss in Boots. Anyways, that's about what happened last time. And then y'all had kind of reconvened outside of the crypt, preparing to rest for the day. Because y'all were gravely injured.
We got mangled.
Y'all
and then mangled some more.
Y'all got gahoogadied.
I don't know what that word is, but I like it.
I hated it.
All right. And then we're gonna transition over to Dungeons and Dragons scene in 3, 2. You thought I was gonna say 1. I transitioned on 2.
You did say 1.
I didn't say 1. I did not.
But you just did.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, when you said you thought I was gonna say 1, you said 1.
Damn it! You got me.
And then you said it again afterward.
All right, I'm gonna roll a D4, and whoever it lands on is gonna take 10d6 damage.
Well, goodbye, everybody. Winter had a good run.
Don't kill
Oh, I'm
Storm.
gonna say,
Instant death. Here we go.
I was gonna say, well, say goodbye to Hubris again.
Hubris dies for a second time. All right, let me do this. Bop. All
Winter
right.
sighs like a tired parent. I just cleaned this up.
Pretty much. All right. So we are back in. Y'all have been recovering. And if we do this, y'all have set up camp. Just to set the scene, y'all have set up camp. It is, I'm gonna say, because y'all took 8 hours to travel to the crypt, and y'all probably spent about 2 hours there. Let me go to my clock. Let's see, calendar. That started at 7 a.m. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Are we sleeping
8.
right in front of the crypt? Like, we don't have any energy to at least get, like,
No,
little
you
bit away?
you spent 8 hours of travel getting to the crypt. If y'all wanted to go forward more, y'all would need to go into Forest March. So I'm gonna say this
No,
crypt.
thank you.
The crypt activity took about 2 hours, so that would leave y'all at about 5 p.m.
Is it possible to be, like, at least 30 feet away from the front door?
Yes, y'all can be 30 feet away from the front door. And I think y'all also talked about potentially, what's the word? What am I saying? Yes, or potentially boarding up the door of the crypt.
Yes.
That was what was talked about.
breaking lots of things and blocking this door.
Pretty much. All right, y'all planning on doing that?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So, y'all do. Y'all are busting down the door, breaking down the walls. So, I'm going to say that's going to take roughly an hour to get all of the wood and sufficiently board it up. And, who is helping with that? Just as a general...
Me.
Me.
Okay. So, that is Erevan, Vada, and I presume Sheer?
That was Winter
Oh,
and
got it.
Erevan. Thank you.
My bad. So,
The
Winter...
most you do right now is just punch a
Winter,
rock.
Erevan, and Sheer.
It seems that Winter and Erevan have been the cleanup crew. We got this.
All right.
I'm making food.
You're making food? Sounds good. So, Winter and Erevan, go for it. Roll a... Let's see. I'm going to have y'all roll just a general constitution check for exhaustion. So, both of y'all roll constitution.
Two.
Winter, you have been pushing yourself the entire day, from the 8 hours of travel to the mental fortitude to beseech Hubris's soul back into his body. You are
I know what
exhausted.
you talked about. I still have a first level spell slot.
Y'all, you are going to take 1 level of exhaustion from this activity. Tech support, how do I add exhaustion?
Please hold.
Holding.
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 I feel
Okay.
like we should have holding music.
Do, do, do,
It's
do.
just all of us like
it
singing off
Winter?
key.
Oh, that went to Scorb. Oopsie daisies.
How did you add that?
It's in the effects menu,
In the effects menu? Okay.
I think.
Exhaustion. There we go. Winter, you are going to you're going to take a level of exhaustion.
I'm gonna take a nap.
Yeah. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. And also, just to reiterate on the date, it is the 26th day of Nighthall in the year 1492. It is 5 p.m. after all of this work has been done.
For
Actually,
1
6 p.m.
hour,
6
I
p.m.
will. For 1 hour, I will be using my Tinker's tools and using my right tool for the job feature, just magically creating chef tools, and I'm just gonna start cooking after that hour.
You're going to start cooking?
Yep.
All right. Could you describe to us the process of just you cooking?
I am taking several of the. How many of us are in the party? 6? Yeah,
Yes.
6. Okay. I'm going to take 6 of the rations that I have as I'm opening them up and looking at the ingredients that are in them, and I'm just like iron chefing this, just getting anything that's usable within the same general vicinity. Like if there's beans or lentils, I'm gonna make a stew. Any dried meat is being rehydrated. Any cheese and bread, I'm just making like grilled cheeses. And by the time like maybe another hour after that first hour goes by, everyone's just gonna very much smell food.
So Hubris is kind of exhausted, being drunk for most of your life, being straight alcohol, and then having all of that alcohol purge from your system kind of does a number on you. So he's
yeah,
a little
It kinda sucks.
he's a little out of it.
He's a little unconscious, I'm sure.
He's not unconscious. He's just... I'm not going to say catatonic. He's just very... bleh.
He's 1,000 yards staring.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh no.
Staring into the soup for too long.
All right. Y'all smell food after y'all are done.
Does the food wake me up? The smell of food?
You're not unconscious. You're just exhausted.
Oh, I thought I was laying on the ground.
I mean, if you
I mean,
want to
could
be
be
laying on the ground, you can.
unconscious.
If you want to be laying on the ground, you can. I'm just not saying you're unconscious. You're just exhausted.
Food.
Do you need a hand getting over there?
Yes, please.
All right, lean on me.
All right,
Who's
I'm
hungry?
hungry.
I am. I'm hungry.
Plenty of food, and I'm just bowls for everyone, and I just take a moment before like handing them out. We never washed our hands, did we?
I don't think that's really a priority at the moment. Just shove food in my face.
That's fair. You know what? Here, just bowl of soup and a grilled cheese sandwich for everyone. Got a little rosemary in it as well.
Scorb will take a munch of the grilled cheese, just like,
Ah. This is weird. I've never had this before.
Have you not had cheese?
No.
I am going to show you such culinary delights on this adventure.
Most of the time we just like,
I don't know, we eat wargs.
we eat wargs, we eat like fish, mostly meat. Not really like whatever this cheese is. It tastes good though. I don't know what it is though.
I mean, it's a byproduct of meat. Technically.
That's weird. What's a byproduct?
So you know about cows, right?
Yeah.
You know, cows make milk.
Yeah.
And people can make cheese from milk.
Huh?
You can make a lot of things with a lot of other things.
Oh my goodness. I'm so confused. My life was
Just eat the deliciousness, Scorp. Eat the deliciousness. It's just
Eat-
guiding him to eat more sandwiches.
Just
my life was so simple before and now I don't know what to do.
You don't have to do anything. Just sit back, relax, enjoy.
Hum.
When we roll hit dice for this rest, everyone gets to roll a d8 on top of whatever they roll. It is part of my new feat.
I think y'all are planning on taking a long rest, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, long rest you get fully restored.
Good to know.
So,
Everyone's just gonna feel extra good when they wake up.
so if y'all take a long rest at this time, 6 p.m., y'all will be waking up at 2 in the morning.
But what about extra rest?
If y'all wish, y'all can schedule your rest to wake up at around 8 o'clock or 6 o'clock. You'll just take more time in camp.
Would everyone be okay with waking up at 6 in the morning instead of 2 in the morning?
You won't get any arguments from me. I prefer to wake up when the sun is up rather than when it's still dark.
All right then. Fear's gonna get up as he's just. If anyone hasn't gotten any food, he is getting a bowl of food for them. Like he is, like nursing people. If they are still hungry, they are being fed right now.
I imagine Hubris is kind of just like drifting off and is just like thinking. And he's like, oh, all right. And then Hubris is going to get stuff to eat. So, question, did you remove those rations from your sheet?
I have removed 6 rations from my sheet. Yes.
Okay. That will be able to feed you all for the day. So, no
And
need. no need to remove any rations, and y'all are close enough to water that you can get like a natural spring.
Also in the morning, if possible, I won't be waking up at 8 because we will be having plenty of sleep beforehand. But I want to wake up at least an hour earlier, just so I can cook in the morning before we head out.
Well, actually, now is a good time for me to go over your watch order. Because y'all didn't have to do watch order the past one because y'all were in a tavern. What is the watch order for y'all?
I will take first shift, and if anyone wants to join me, they can.
I cannot. I'm going night-night.
I'll take second.
All right, so there's going to be 4 shifts.
Vada will take whatever shift Winter is on.
We'll take third. Just let me get some sleep.
All right, third.
Can we get more than one shift or no?
No.
Understood.
Not without exhausting yourself.
Yeah, that would be... No. Plain and simple, no. Scorb will be on Erevan's shift. And Hubris will be 4. So, let me know if this watch order is okay. Sheer is on first watch. Erevan and Scorb are on second. Vada and Winter are on third. And Hubris is on fourth. Is this watch order okay?
Sounds good.
Sounds right.
Alrighty. So, the rest will start at essentially, let's see. If y'all want to wake up at 6, the rest will start at 10. So, y'all have 4 hours to kill before the rest. Is there anything specific that y'all do? Maybe talks in private? Who knows? I think Scorb is kind of just like talking to Erevan about different things. Is like all the stuff that he would have to deal with as just a kobold. Not on the run, but just like living as a kobold.
Living out in the wilds.
Yeah.
I asked Vada. I'm talking with Vada. I'm like, so do all of your kind glow like that?
No, I don't think so. I don't quite know. There weren't very many of my kind where I grew up.
I can understand that.
I'd like to think we all glow.
What do you mean by
What
that?
makes,
What do you mean by understanding that?
If Scorb's allowed to pitch in on this conversation.
Did he hear me?
No, he wouldn't have pitched in. He's talking with Erevan about living in the woods. Never mind. Continue. My apologies.
Well, it is rather pretty to see them glow.
well, thank you. Not many appreciate it. They find it more of a inconvenience.
Maybe they're the ones being inconvenient.
You know, I think you and I are going to get along very, very well.
I think so too.
Is this a conversation that everyone can hear, or is this just hush hush to the side?
I'd imagine it's probably like a more private conversation.
Yeah,
Unless
it's like we're kind of just like off in the corner, like sitting on a log or something, just conversing.
right. And Scorb and Erevan are just talking. Scorb's just kind of like,
Yeah, like, we'd always, like, hunt different things. Owlbears, you know, wargs. And then whenever we'd kill them, whoever killed him got first take of the food. And then everyone else is able to pick from what's left.
Wait, you eat an owlbear?
Yeah!
Why?
Because I'm hungry. You
Isn't
don't.
that meat kind of tough though?
I mean, yeah, but like, I got tough teeth, tough claws. Ah.
That's fair.
He'll kind of open his mouth and like kind of like showing the fangs. Like,
I can rip through meat very well. It's nice,
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
right? Yeah, I don't like owlbears.
No, that's okay. I didn't really like the kind of cheese that my home was known for.
Oh,
Alturian Grey does not really sit well.
Alturian what?
Alturian Grey. It's this white block of cheese that look like it's got some gray spots. Have you ever seen a like marble as in the stone?
Yes.
It looks kind of like that.
Wait, like gray spots, like mold?
Yes.
It moldy cheese? Why would anyone want
It's
that?
I don't know. It supposedly provides flavor.
Ew. Like sometimes, like the meat that we've had, if we aren't able to like store it properly, or like we aren't able to like chill it before like we go to camp because we're all like frazzled and exhausted from like a hunt. If the meat goes bad, then I'm just like, ew, bad meat, and like we don't usually eat it unless it's like really necessary. Like we're gonna die if we don't eat it. I've had to do that a couple of times.
Yeah, I can understand that. You're out roaming and you gotta take what you can get.
Yeah. Yeah. This is
You've
weird.
done that your whole life. I've only done that like, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6, 10 days.
Yeah, well, my life is small in comparison to yours.
That's true. That's true.
he kind of not. There's kind of a hint of envy when talking about lifespans. There's a hint of envy in his voice, and he's just like,
I've never seen a kobold over 20.
Well, hey, maybe you'll be the first kobold to reach, I don't know, 40, 50, 100 even.
That would be nice. That would be really nice. Hopefully with you lot, maybe I'll actually get that far.
Oh, we'll see.
I never had much of a family. Really. I mean, like, there's the other guys, but like, you have, you know what happened to them?
he kind of like does like a neck cracking motion. He's like,
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure Kalimvor's sorting them out right now.
Who's Kellen for?
Oh, Kalimvor, Judge of the Dead.
Ah. I don't think about all that stuff. It's weird to me. Like I get it. I get that there are gods and they're just like they're like all above, they're like all around us, and it's just like, ooh, I'm a god. I get to do like stuff and things, and it's just like, meh. It's all above my head. Everything's above my head. I'm short, but still.
I wasn't gonna say it.
I know you were thinking it. This
Only
music
when you
is
said it.
this music is not appropriate. Hold on.
Scorb's nose starts bleeding.
I'm sorry, I blacked out. What happened?
You made a comment about your height.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm very short.
Short for a kobold or just short in general?
Well, like, short in general, but, like, I think I'm, like, average-sized height for a kobold. I mean, like, well, I was smaller than all the guys in the pack, but, like, that's just because, they're all weird and big. And, like, I don't know, it's all their fault. They're all freaks. I'm just the only normal-sized kobold. Yeah.
He says, kind of almost like not knowingly ignorant, but he's just kind of just like,
Yeah, I'm the only normal-sized one.
He's convinced himself of this.
yes.
Yeah, you may only be normal size, but you handle yourself well.
Yeah. Huh. That's nice.
I certainly haven't seen any kobolds with arms like yours anyway.
Heh. Heh. Thank you.
He's not gonna flex, but he's just gonna kind of like look at him as like,
Yeah. Yeah. I did that. Huh. Thank you. And thank y'all for taking me in and not killing me.
We weren't going to kill you anyway. Oh, my
Oh,
back.
goodness, you scared me.
I mean, some of you kind of just stayed next to the cooking pot, so... Anyway,
I mean, that's where the fire is, and fire means warmth.
Yeah, I like being
you're
warm.
not wrong.
I hate being cold. That's one thing I hate. I hate being cold. I can stand extreme heat all day because like he points to skin. Red skin is just kind of like, not that I'm like immune to fire or anything, but it's just like I'm more built for like heat. I could, like, if you take me to a jungle, then I'll be fine. You know.
Oh, the humidity would be fantastic on our scales.
Right? Oh, it's just like all moisturizing and everything, and it's just like, oh, it would be amazing.
Well, I actually had a question for, looks around, for everyone, really. I realized when we were exploring that out of all of us, it looked like Winter was the only one having difficulty seeing. Does anyone else have difficulty seeing in the dark?
No.
So just Winter then. All right. Shear's gonna go ahead and like get up and walk towards Winter's direction. Pardon me, you two. Don't mean to interrupt, but I figured this would be useful for you, Winter, since you had some difficulties in the dark. He's just gonna toss like a side pouch, and just in mid-flight of it going in your direction, there's gonna be like a spark of light, and it's going to have 10 feet of light emitting from it.
It exploded?
No, it just has light. It is for all intents and purposes the same light as a candle. It has a 5-foot radius of bright light and a 5-foot radius of dim light.
Oh, thank you.
Just in case something happens and you're not near Vada, figured it'd be useful.
Vada.
Well, I appreciate that.
Vada.
Yes.
You get the ping of a higher level sending spell being sent to you. You get a message from... Let me reference a note real quick.
Oh lord, here we go.
You get a message from Zukov. Hey, Vada, this is Zukov. Quick question. I know this is kind of like delving into the past and all that, but you're sure your mother's actually dead, right? It sounds crazy, because I'm looking at her body, but there's evidence that suggests that she's not dead. Keep an eye out. And there's an error on the player side.
While you're fixing that, there's about 2.5 minutes until ad break. I have 3 out of 3 snoozes. Do you want me to?
I can handle the snoozes. We're all good.
Okay, you were saying earlier that you didn't have any.
No, we found them. They came up. We're all good. Don't Don't worry about the stream. I can handle the stream. So, you can reply to that sending, by the way.
First off, I hate you. Secondly, she's gonna sit there in silence for a moment, and her only response will be, "I'll keep an eye out."
He can't reply without sending another sending, so he's not, but there you get that message, that message. Question. Is there any expression on Vada's face that will kind of hint at what's going on? Does Vada grimace at all?
She looks like she's going through Vietnam flashbacks.
I guess the closest to Vada would be Winter.
Are you okay? You just kind of sat there and just stared off into the void.
Someone from a place I long left behind gave some very complicated information.
Is there something you need help with?
I don't know if I'd call it help, per se. Hypothetically, a dead relative has been possibly spotted alive, despite their body still being in its casket.
Well.
Winter just kind of.
Oh, did the bot just die?
Yep.
No, just died. Winter just kind of sits there, and they're looking like, in thought. And then finally they're like, that doesn't make any sense.
Well, Winter and Vada, because it's on the mind and because this conversation is the most private, roll Arcana. You're going to want to try and get something high. Above a 17. Why do you have disadvantage? Oh, you're exhausted.
I am exhausted.
You are exhausted.
Well,
Whether or not it's because of lack of skill or because you're not quite lucid from the amount, not the amount, but what's the best way for me to put this? Just the amount of stress that y'all have gone through today. You can't really seem to recall any magic that would leave a dead body and still have their host alive. But you can't rule out the possibility.
It just doesn't make any sense.
so I guess on our travels I'm supposed to keep an eye out for my dead mother. Never thought I'd say those words.
Oh, you just said relative. I assumed it was someone a bit further away. Not, someone so immediate.
Life has unfortunate choices sometimes.
Well, for what it's worth, I'm sorry for your loss.
It was a while ago, but thank you. I just hope it's not quite as dramatic as he made it out to be, and he's most likely just eaten something he shouldn't have.
Or drank something he shouldn't have. Either or.
Well, he has quite the tolerance for beverages, so I more put it on what he ate.
All right. I presume that's y'all.
Winter just kind of sits in silence, very tired.
All right. So, with all of these conversations wrapped up, I'm going to say we can do our long rest. Hubya. Let me do this. Menu, rest, long rest. Hubya. All of y'all regain all of your stuff. All of you regain your resources, your short rests, your HP. You should all be good. All right. Looks all good. So, you're the one waking up first. Actually, I forgot to do watches. It's fine. There is nothing that bothers you throughout the night. There's not much shambling. You could, all of y'all on your watches, you could swear you potentially hear something from the depths of the crypt again, but as you rationalize it to yourself, you understand that it's probably just the creaking of wood from the wind.
Yes, just the wind.
By the way, I'm gonna be mean about this. Y'all can ask these questions in voice chat.
I didn't want to interrupt. I'm sorry.
No, you're all good, but like y'all can ask these questions in voice chat so that they are covered in stream. Yes. So this would have happened after Sheer left.
Okay, good. Because just like right when I drop off the bag, this happens. Just like he's just standing there awkwardly as they just continue this conversation.
No, Sheer probably would have gone back cooking. All right.
Whatever I was doing, no one knows what Sheer does. Sheer does Sheer things.
What were you doing?
In the morning.
Sheer things.
Well, actually,
In
what
the morning,
what are you
I
doing
am-
now?
Me?
Yeah, what are you doing? Because we are now on the 27th.
I'm making breakfast.
You making breakfast?
Yeah.
In the morning,
Just
I'm
So-
making waffles.
You're not far off. So he's just taking like his big pot and he's just making like Dutch oven loaf of bread. Just something simple, something light that's easy on the stomach. Just some bread.
Now you're making me hungry. All right. You're able to make some bread. I presume you're just going to have your cooking utensils. I presume you have a good enough pot to cook it over the
Correct.
fire.
Correct.
But yeah, you make some bread.
On top of that, he's going to take some of the fruit in one of the rations and he's going to boil that to the point where it turns into like a jelly or paste. And for two chunks of this bread, he's just stuffing this jam inside. Actually, wait, is it two? Hold on, one sec. For 2 chunks of this bread, he is just stuffing as much jam in these 2 pieces of bread, basically making like a jelly-filled donut.
All right. And I guess for waking up in the morning, everyone roll a con save.
Confused, but okay.
Everyone rolls a con save for stirring awake. It's essentially the body's natural response.
If I'm already awake, do I still have to roll?
No, because you let me know that you woke up first. And also, Vada, what is your save different from your check? Because it's a save, not a check.
Oh yeah, hang on. Wrong one. Oops.
Let's see what Sheer rolls. Not Sheer, Scorb. Scorb rolled a 13.
So I rolled, but it didn't say I rolled.
Did you roll it into the chat?
I did. Well, that's worse than what I had. And that's for Hubris.
Hubris wakes up. He's a little catatonic, so he's just like, ugh. Food. Bread. And then after that, Scorb will kind of just like, yeah. Ugh. Oh. He's gonna shake Erevan.
Erevan.
Uh,
Bread.
Alright, just give me a sec.
I love how the one who died the day before is the only one that got up without any issues.
Erevan, wake up, bread.
Yeah, just like I said, just give me a sec.
5 more minutes.
Is Erevan just like,
No, he's getting up and just kind of situating himself on his knees for a moment and just kind of sets a hand on the ground. Thander to light, Saluna to guide, and Kellenfort to judge.
What?
Oh, nothing, just a morning ritual I do.
Oh.
he's just gonna nod. He's gonna nod up and down exaggeratedly.
He's like, uh-huh. 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 I don't get it.
Let's just say I like to make sure the gods are watching before I start a day.
Okay.
Scorb, do you
You
not
still
know
not
about
get
the
it?
gods?
What?
Do you not know about the gods?
Oh, I know about them. I just don't care.
Mood.
To each their own. Hey. All right, so here's breakfast. It's nothing fancy for now, but I made some bread, something light to at least fill our stomachs for the rest of the trip.
Okay.
Decent, and it's like thick, like Texas toast style thickness of bread. That's just like everyone's like just getting a piece or two. When Hubris comes along, he gets the piece of the Texas toast, and he gets one of these sort of makeshift jelly-filled donuts.
Oh. As a after death hangover cure.
As that, and like, okay, I mean, it's not much, but here's a gift for not dying. When he eats, I will say, when he eats the makeshift jelly-filled donut, he will feel a bit more invigorated as he. Oh, excuse me, hiccups. As he does get 2 temporary hit points.
And these
Okay.
aren't the English bastardizing jelly-filled donuts, right? Is
No,
actual
this
jelly-
is bread, not rice.
Mm. Let me go to the combat tracker and let me add a couple of things. Habe.
If Vada and Winter don't show up, he will actually go to wherever they're laying. Not like invading their personal space, because I'm assuming we're at least spread out a little bit for privacy. But he will walk up, turn away, and just let them know, Vada, Winter, time to wake up, breakfast.
Vada's going to hiss at him.
5 more minutes.
You said that 5 minutes ago. Come on.
No.
You get something special this morning.
Oh?
Is Vada still hissing at him?
Absolutely.
Vada, look! He's just gonna kind of like, almost like a child presenting like something they made in school. He's gonna present the bread to Vada. Just like the dopey-eyed. Look!
That's great for you, Scorb.
You also get it.
Before I can have breakfast, I need to do my rituals. I'm gonna go and over there. I will be back.
All right. We'll have a bucket of water here if anyone wants to clean up. So.
All right. You're gonna do something private?
Yeah, so Winter's gonna take their blanket, lay it out flat, sit on it, and pray.
Okay. Anything specific you're praying about?
Mostly just thanking my God for watching over us and allowing us to leave that horrible place. All of us be able to leave that horrible place.
So as you do this, you get another message in your head. This one simply states, Tyrael will meet with you shortly.
Oh. Oh. Weird. Okay. Winter just kind of sits there for a moment like, what? Like, this is a strange new development being talked to, but it's not, it's not unwanted.
Please, I need all the attention. Please don't stop talking to me.
Please continue to talk to me.
You don't get any other response back.
Damn. Well, if that's that, then I guess I will wrap up my blanket, shove it in my bag, and go eat breakfast.
Does everyone get 2 temporary hit points, by the way, for the jelly donuts?
I can only make my proficiency modifier as the amount, and I am giving them to the one that lived and the one that caused him to stay alive, as a reward for staying alive and for healing him.
So Winter gets a jelly donut, and what's the word? And
Hubris also gets a jelly donut.
yes, honestly, after threatening Hubris yesterday, I feel like it's kind of a truce meal as well as like, hey, thank you for not dying. I actually do care about you.
Oh, this shitty breakfast is so many things.
Too bad Hubris is too catatonic to understand the depths of it.
Then why did we let him take watch?
By the way, Autumn, thank you for the sub. Oh, and Vada's gone.
We just lost Avada for a bit.
Yeah, computers are wacky.
Technical difficulties.
Technical
I will
difficulties.
hand Winter a jelly donut on a very thick, soft, fluffy slice of bread.
Oh.
It's not much, but I may do with what I had.
You just hear fat boy noises.
just
Oh. Oh, so good. Oh.
This is nice. I like this. I mean, like, I would like something with more, like, meat on the bones. Maybe soon. Because, like, that's just what I'm used to. And, like, not to rag on any of y'all, but, like, y'all kind of killed the people that used to feed me, so.
I also could do with some more meat in my diet.
Oh
Yeah.
no, trust me, I definitely understand, but I'd at least like to go through, the things that we found first, just to make sure there isn't anything poisonous, because we found a lot of rations, and I had to go through real quick just to make do with what I could for breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
Scorb's gonna pick up the axe, and then he's gonna fall with the axe.
Seems a little big for you there, buddy.
I know.
He's gonna bring it over to Sheer.
Oh yes, of course.
Bing, bing.
Yeah, let me see that real quick. As Sheer is going to go ahead and use his first spell slot for the day and cast Identify.
Alrighty, you cast Identify, and you figure out that it is a +1 greatsword that requires attunement.
That's it.
I thought it was an axe.
Or not greatsword, +1 great axe that requires attunement. Actually, roll Arcana.
Roll Arcana, you say?
Yes, roll Arcana.
And this is in terms of identifying?
Just a general thing.
Okay. I got a 15.
15 meets beats. So you, as someone who makes magic items and as someone who has made magic items before, you're familiar with magic items, you've made magic items before. You understand that most like items that are +1 don't usually require attunement.
Yeah. Yeah, I assumed that already.
So, just something that you kind of mentally take note of is that most +1 items don't naturally require attunement. So there's something else going on with this that wasn't revealed by Identify.
Hey, Scorb, you didn't attune to this, did you?
No?
Good. We're gonna go ahead and put this away. There's something fishy going on with this.
Why?
It's when I identified it, it told me like the magic speaks to me and lets me know, what items can do. It says this is just a normal +1 magic item, but it still requires attunement. So that's not exactly speaking right with me. I make magic items on the normal,
By the way,
and
who has
that's not
the
exactly correct.
who has the great sword? By the way, it's a majestic, not great sword, great axe. Who has the great axe?
I think I'd have it at this point because I have to touch it and whatnot to identify.
I know. I'm just wondering who has it in their inventory, though.
That is a good question. I think Scorp might have it because it was handed off to him.
Is it in?
Or
Is it in the
maybe-
party sheet hammer space?
Maybe. I was just in there. I didn't see anything there.
Nope, I don't see it.
Gorb has the long sword and a hand axe from the looks of it.
It's like a majestic. It's flavored as a majestic great axe.
Nope, there ain't one of those in here.
It's gonna be in a parcels thing. Hold on, let me find it, and then let me drag it into Scorb's thing. Yes, let me drag it into your sheet, Sheer.
Thank you.
And then
I'm just picking my spells for the day.
who also had the note? I think that was Hubris. Oh, let me check the party sheet. Hold on. It's Bloody Note. Bloody Note, Hubris has that.
Hubris has it.
Map to his lair. Hubris has that. Yep. All right, everything's good. Just the great axe wasn't in anyone's inventory.
Also, there's just a blank item in the party sheet as well. Is it possible to get rid of that?
I just did.
Thank you.
Cool. All right. You're going to hold this great axe. Let me... it's not going to be fully identified. I'm just going to do this to the item description.
Remind me to get you the GM notes extension later so you can hide like half of the item.
Yeah, I need that. Yep. All right. Are you just going to put it in the bag of holding?
I am wrapping the blade if it doesn't have any sort of guard. and I am putting this in the bag of holding. And I will further study this later.
Roll me a D100.
What are you doing to me, Val?
Roll me a D100.
78.
Okay. Lower would have been the worst result, so you're fine.
Proceeds to deconstruct axe on the spot.
You're all good. Nothing happens. You're able to wrap up the great axe, and then you're able to put it in the bag of holding, shielded.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take another look at this. It's giving me some bad vibes at the moment.
I mean, wasn't it being carried by an undead monster?
It was being carried by that Minotaur, and it's what killed him.
He's gonna point towards Hubris.
Hubert just kind of looks over, still catatonic, just kind of going with the flow at this point.
Yeah, he's still kind of dead from what I'm seeing.
Yeah, it tends to happen when you get resurrected. He'll be fine in about a week.
A week?
Oh,
Probably less, depending on, him.
nosebleed occurs. Several nosebleeds. So many nosebleeds.
Why? Oh. I get it now. All right, bring it back in, y'all. Bring it back in. All right.
Pointing over to Winter. Winter, by the way, that pouch I gave you, that can't be turned off. That's always going to have that little bit of light glowing off of it, just in case. So if you don't want that to be showing, I would suggest putting that in a pocket or somewhere you don't want the light to be coming out of.
Thanks. Thank you.
Alrighty.
Is Oxy back? Or is Oxy still dead?
Oxy is still dead.
Hold on here. Let's see. Only the lowest energy of streams for today.
Seriously.
Right? Everyone's dying, in game and out of game.
All right, guys, ready to go?
Might as well.
Hold on, let me...
This music is such a vibe.
I love this music. Gotcha. Gotcha.
Technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy the music.
Technical difficulties, enjoy the soothing music.
We apologize for any inconveniences this may cause. Please enjoy this music at your leisure.
Suddenly intense rock music.
I can change it to that, but I feel like it wouldn't.
Please don't.
It wouldn't be thematic. If anything, I would probably be changing it to the near sad playlist trademark.
Just
TM.
we have a nice chill travel vibe going on right now.
Yeah, y'all are chilling, y'all are traveling, and y'all are vibing.
Actually, I have a question about the potential travel. How's the weather right now?
The weather?
Yeah.
It's clear skies, a little overcast, but not so much that it's a normal day in London.
So not necessarily warm, but
It's a very chill. It's a very cool day. It's a nice day outside.
You're about to say chill day again.
I said cool. I didn't say the C word that y'all would.
he caught himself.
I didn't say that word. I
So
said
chill.
I said cool. I said cool. All right. So before y'all get started traveling, and because Oxy's computer is loading back up, I'm gonna say let's take a short break, just for everyone to get caught back up. I know since we're technically down a player already, I don't want to be down a player to technical difficulties. So let's head to break, and we can reconvene after everyone's gotten food, gone to the bathroom, and gotten back into the game, depending on who you are.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Excuse me. All right. Let's go back to thumbnail. Ha, biao. I will be right back.
Yeah. We'll leave the chat with that line and be on my way as well. There you go. Stella understood the assignment.
I'm back. I feel like I am the only one who has returned. Ah, means the stream is all mine. Hello, chat. Winter here. Pleased to make your acquaintance. But yes, if you guys want to go ahead and mash that Pavelli plead before, our GM comes back, go nuts. I just realized the entire time I was talking, there was an ad break going.
Oh well.
Oh.
timing. I just sat back down.
Yeah, I was talking to chat, being like, it's only me in this chat right now, which means the stream is all mine.
Menacing cat noises. Anywho. Ooh.
We have a Vada back.
Ba, ba, ba. Okay. I'm gonna mute for a second and try to mangle the packaging on these gummy bears. Hold on. But yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm currently eating a cosmic brownie, which are tasty.
Can I have some gummy bears?
See, apparently, at Christmas time, my grandma got me a whole tub of gummy bears, and I forgot them at her house. And I was just out there earlier today.
They're not the sugar-free kind, are they?
God, I hope not.
If they are, do not eat the whole bag.
No, we're good.
Or, maybe do eat the whole bag and see if, those experiences were true.
I don't want to find
Considering
out the hard way.
how many horrible, horrible stories I heard about those, I think they might be true.
Nani the Fug?
Oh, if you eat an entire bag or like a pound of sugar-free gummies, you end up dying on the toilet for the rest of the day.
Dang.
They return with a vengeance like no other.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, pretty much. A lot of people, they're like, oh, this can't be true. So, they do it to see, and then they are proven horribly, horribly wrong.
Yes.
Man, I can't believe I already had to use one of my spell slots for the day. And I basically got nothing out of it.
You use a spell slot for Identify?
I don't have ritual casting as an artificer. I would have to get the ritual caster feat, and then I'd be able to do ritual spells.
I would, if we got 50 subs. If we got 50 subs, I will get a whole thing of sugar-free gummy bears and I will eat it. And I will document my experience if we get 50
Why?
subs.
Do not! No! No!
Look,
Why?
Hang on. Sheer, you do have ritual casting.
I do?
Yeah? Here, I'm gonna post the little bit of it in the call chat.
well then remove your
Check it.
or give yourself a spell slot back.
I'm confused, but okay. I gotta double check that with what I have on my sheet because it did not say anything about ritual casting for me.
The Tasha's Cauldron of Everything version, I believe, is the one I'm looking at.
Ah, okay, I see. Ritual casting, you can cast an artificer spell as a ritual if that spell has the ritual tag.
Yeah.
If
I'm
you go to
pretty sure
your
Identify is both.
spell casting, ritual
It was
casting.
all the way at the bottom.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep,
we're
it
in
sure is.
we're in break right now. Also, yeah.
Which is good, because I'm pretty sure I just sucked brownie up through that weird tooth hole thing I've got.
Oh,
Ugh.
you poor soul.
Oh no. Are they the good brownies though? The brownies for tomorrow?
They're the cosmic brownies.
Oh.
They're not the 420 brownies, no.
They're not the fun brownies. They're
They
the
don't feel good in your nasal passages either way.
Uh-huh. I imagine a lot of foods don't.
I don't even know how that can happen. Like that sounds like such a weird thing, and it's just for a wisdom teeth surgery, and now it's just like, well, that's an image that I have in my mind forever.
It's actually something that's apparently more common than you think. If the wisdom tooth root is too close into a sinus cavity, more often
Yep.
than not, taking out the tooth, they will just poke a hole straight into the sinus cavity.
Yep, my mom
Ugh.
had that problem. She had to like saline flush that spot of her mouth for like 3 whole weeks, every night.
Yep.
I am so sorry.
Saline.
I haven't used
Mhm.
the saline yet, just water, but I'm afraid to use the saline because salt hurts.
Yep.
Salt also heals.
You brought alcohol for tomorrow, and honestly, my computer is making me want one. I understand. I hate computers.
Mm-hmm.
I work
Aren't
in
you
IT.
an IT guy?
Yes. If anything, I have more of a right to hate computers.
And I had to force reboot this one earlier because when I finished playing First Descendant, it decided it didn't want to count it as not running anymore, and it wouldn't let me open the task manager to make it that.
I've had that happen with some games.
Also, by the way, while we're on break, thank you, the Autumn Leafs for the sub, and thank you, Nymir, for the follow. Thank you. I'm gonna run an ad break so that we have maximum pre-roll time off. So, habia. If you are subbed, though, you will be able to. If you're subbed, you can bypass the ad break. Because subs,
Which is nice.
'cause
You can
subs
still hear
are
us
so
being
cool.
goobers.
Yeah.
It's what we're good at.
I
Mhm.
just scarfed down a brat dog and fries.
No.
Hell yeah.
Did you just say brat dog?
You sure
Yeah.
did.
It's a hot dog, but bratwurst.
Whoa. It sounds tasty.
Yeah, because I like to have a little relish and ketchup with mine.
Relish is gross. Ketchup is good.
You know, I used to feel the same about relish, but I gave it another chance, and I actually like it.
Pickles are gross.
Pickles
Tangentially
are
related.
gross, but sweet relish is good.
Tangentially related on the subject. You just don't understand what you're missing if you are so against having ketchup on a hot dog. Like,
I like ketchup. I like mustard.
Depending
everyone,
on the type of sausage it is.
I don't know, if you're just like having like a general hot dog, not like the best hot dog you've ever had in your life, even though I don't feel like that exists. I feel like the best, like there's no such thing as like a gourmet hot dog. A hot dog is like something that you slap on the grill or something that you come home after like playing baseball with your friends and like.
So I will. I am down for sausage products. Like depending on the type of sausage product, there will be like toppings to it. But if it's just like, let's say, an Italian sausage or a bratwurst, I'm usually not going to have anything with it because I want to actually taste either the bratwurst or the sausage. If it's just a hot dog, I'm just going to put ketchup on it, maybe some cheese to melt underneath the dog.
Exactly, but
other
like
than that, like
Sauteed, caramelized onions.
the big thing with like
Oh,
the big thing with hot dogs is like I've met so many people that are like, why are you putting ketchup on a hot dog? And it's like, because I fucking want to. I want to put
Dope.
because I want to fucking put ketchup on this hot dog. Don't act like I'm ruining a hot dog by putting ketchup on it. First off, you can't ruin a hot dog unless it's like smashed. All right?
And even then, I'd still eat it.
Exactly. Don't act like you're better than the hot dog, all right?
this is hilarious. This is a funny conversation.
It's just it boggles my mind. I'm just like, what does it matter to you that I'm putting ketchup on my hot dog? Like,
There's just something really, really funny about disgruntled and angry Vel.
You are not better than the hot dog. Get it twisted.
Yeah, ketchup is really freaking tasty.
Mm-hmm.
Especially on a hot dog, sandwiches, burgers. I love ketchup on burgers.
And you know what's funny? I have never been the guy to have ketchup on everything. As a kid, I didn't really like ketchup.
Oh, I hated ketchup when I was a kid.
I hated ketchup so much, and if I had it, I would have to like force myself to eat through it.
Yeah.
But then, like, as I grew up, I'm just like, this ketchup shit ain't bad. And I can have it on whatever I want, because I am an adult who can make my own decisions. And I can have ketchup on my fucking hot dog, and there's nothing that you can do about it.
So that has a lot
I
to do
was
with
the kid who would put ketchup on everything.
That's what
has
I'm
a lot
saying,
to do
Kat.
with your taste buds change as you age, but also recipes do too. So it's possible that it just tastes different now.
True.
Mm-hmm. Whataburger sells their spicy ketchup in grocery stores around me. So you're able to get like Whataburger spicy ketchup. You can also get Chick-fil-A sauce, even though I don't get it, because I'm not. First off, I like Chick-fil-A sauce, but I'm not gonna buy a whole fucking tub of it because you can only have
I'm
it
not
on.
a fan of it.
You can only really have Chick-fil-A sauce on like fried chicken.
Yeah, and who fries their own chicken anymore? Jeez.
Right? I mean, even then, it's only on chicken fried in peanut oil. It's like, cool, you can get your own Chick-fil-A sauce, but it will only taste good with like Chick-fil-A products. And if you're going to Chick-fil-A, then you're already going to ask them for sauce anyways. It's like, hi, can I get some more Chick-fil-A sauce with that? And it's like, you don't need to buy the Chick-fil-A sauce thing if you're going to go to fucking Chick-fil-A anyways and get the sauce yourself.
I'm trying to think back if I actually fried my own chicken. I know I fried my own fish before.
There it is again. Covelian and his indignant rage.
Hey Vel, I'm having some difficulties with something, but I'm not able to find where I can get the information to just drag and drop. I'm trying to add a proficiency to my sheet.
What kind?
I'm trying to add a tool proficiency for chef's tools. Now that I'm proficient in that.
Yes.
You can just type it out.
Yeah, there isn't really a thing for it.
You can just unlock your character sheet and then tool, chef's tools.
Fine, you're twisting my arm over here.
Not if I do it first.
Twist his arm?
No, not if I type out tool, chef's tools first.
Oh.
Look, it's not that I have indignant rage, it's this that I have had stored up complaints that I can now air out on a live stream.
It's still awesome.
I can just air out my complaints. This is what Northern Lion does all day. He airs out his complaints about like random things. He says, "Get it twisted," and then he gets like $10,000 a stream. That's a made up statistic. I made that up. Don't quote me on that.
I was gonna say no. I don't think that's true.
I just
Fine.
realized I'm missing two tool proficiencies that I want to get by the end of this campaign.
Which
I
tools?
got
Are you trying to collect all the tools?
no, not all of them. So I currently have alchemist supplies, chef's tools, smith tools, thieves tools, and tinker tools for proficiencies. I want to get leather workers and jeweler's tools.
I mean, technically, don't you already have all of them? Because right tool for the job?
Technically, yes, but I'm not proficient with them. I can just make them.
Let me check the right tool for the job.
Currently, I've already used right tool for the job to make the chef's tools since I don't have a physical copy. So I just have an arcane copy.
I am now picturing holographic chef's tools.
That's basically what I was imagining myself too.
It's
Like
that-
tiered chef's tools.
It's that scene from SpongeBob.
Basically how I've been doing it in my Digimon game. It's just like the item I make appears, but it's got the missing texture deal on it.
It's like it's.
Like wireframe.
Yep.
Have you seen that scene from SpongeBob? It's the episode where Plankton switches lives with Mr. Krabs, and like, what is it? It's the episode where it's like, all right, funny guy, is this where you get your sick kicks? What? It's just an ordinary Krabby. Oh my goodness! It's where that bit comes from. That episode is so good because Plankton's just like, I'm hungry. I want to experience life how Mr. Krabs has it. And then he does. And then he's like, oh, I hate this. I'm just going to go back to eating my holographic food that doesn't sustain me.
Holographic meatloaf.
Well, it
Literally.
would sustain him. He's a plankton. They eat light, which basically is what a holographic meatloaf is.
Huh. I completely forgot about that.
Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis goes from holographic meatloaf again. Holographic meatloaf, my favorite.
Holographic meatloaf again. Holographic meatloaf again? Like that, the difference in tone.
Yeah.
Holographic meatloaf. Holographic meatloaf? Excuse me. I apologize for that.
Oh dear. Did you have some?
I had a
Some of the holographic meatloaf.
pretty much.
Oh no, we're gonna be traveling soon. I'll ask something with that later. Never mind.
All right, we've spent 20 minutes in break. I think now's a good time for us to go back to head back in.
Agreed.
Yeah. Alrighty. We gonna pop back in. Actually, Oxy, are you good? Your computer's not dying? Is it plugged in?
Yeah, it should be good.
Did you find out the problem with it, or did it just crash randomly?
No, it just like mid moment it went black screen, really loud, angry noises, and I had to manually shut it down.
Didn't that happen last time?
No, it was like making weird sounds, but it never like actually shut down.
That's so weird.
This like I kid you not, this went like straight on blank gray screen, and nothing I could press would do anything.
We need to get you a new computer. Like, first stream fundraising goal is literally just get Oxy a new computer and then Dora a new
And
computer.
Dora. Yeah.
Facts.
Like not even like a gaming PC, just like a general workstation for y'all to do things that doesn't just
Pretty much. I mean, technically, like I was saying a couple streams ago, all of my commission work, all of the funds I'm getting for any of my commission work goes, if it's not going to, like, subscriptions, it's going to Dora's computer fund.
Yeah. Besides not going to living. All right. We all good? We all good? Huh.
I'm good.
All right, sound off.
Bueno.
I'm good. Are you good?
Dweems, you good?
Bueno.
Dora, you good?
Bueno.
I'm good. Are you
You
good?
good? I'm good. I'm good. Tech support? You ready to tech support? I'm gonna take that as a yes.
Yes.
You're exporting so hard right now.
Vada, you good?
Let's hope so.
Winter? Winter.
Yee.
Winter.
Eeyore.
All right. Ha. Pew. We're back. We're back in the game. How's it going, y'all? For all of y'all that skipped break, I had a rant about hot dogs. Don't worry about it. Watch the break. All right. So we're back. We're having fun. We're chilling. How is where were we? Travel?
Getting ready for travel.
All right. Are y'all planning on traveling back to Daggerford, or where are y'all planning on traveling?
I think that's more of a group question. As long as we go somewhere, in my opinion, to where, we're making progress, to a bigger town. Daggerford kind of feels a bit on the small side, but for me personally, but supplies are always needed.
To be fair, I'm going to preface this. There is someone that has a contact that's waiting for them at Daggerford, and they are aware that there's a contact waiting for them, and they have let y'all know that there is as well. Also, I'm gonna reshare this.
Also, isn't Daggerford the closest city, town thing?
Yes, because y'all are here. Y'all are
Yeah,
essentially
so-
on this hill.
So yes, back to Daggerford, gather supplies, because if we're gonna go anywhere else, also, meet that contact.
Yeah. So if we do this, if we kind of, yeah, y'all are here on this hill. If I can do this properly.
That
On-
itty bitty hill.
Itty bitty hill. Itty bitty hill. Oh, thank you for the Scorb. Yes. Scorb's here. Scorb is where y'all are.
Scorb the party marker.
Scorb the party marker.
Until something happens and we need to get a new party marker.
Don't manifest
Why would
that.
you say that?
All right, this is 27 miles. That's 8 hours worth of travel, but you can still do stuff within the town during that day. One of you does have a contact there.
Yeah.
All right, we are traveling back to Daggerford. Ha. Yeah.
I'm
And
assuming there are conversations while we travel, just, very minor, talk about the weather and, very small talk for 8 hours, I guess.
I mean, if y'all have anything to talk about, I'm not going to interrupt y'all.
Oh, 100%.
All right, y'all have the floor while we
I always have something to talk about.
y'all have the floor while this 8-hour long travel happens. And while this 8-hour long travel happens, I'm going to adjust the calendar. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho.
Winter kind of busies themselves, making sure that everyone's okay, especially Hubris, considering, he died. So, there's a lot of back and forth while everybody's walking. Winter's just kind of, you okay? You okay? Do you need anything? You all right? Okay.
You all
I'm
right,
okay,
bud?
Are you okay?
I'm all right. A little anxious, I guess. I can't stop. I just can't stop moving right now.
Do
And
you
why is that?
I don't know. No idea.
I mean, technically, we're already moving, but you seem extra jittery.
I guess I just want to make sure that everything's gonna be okay.
are you guys okay if I just stretch out a little bit?
I don't see why not.
Just while we're walking, Shear's
Your
just gonna-
wings, right?
Yeah. It's just while we're walking, he's gonna drag behind everyone for a moment as he just stretches his wings, and he's not like high up. He's like 10 feet above the walking party. 10 to 15 feet above the walking party.
Do you have a fly speed?
I do. I have wings.
Did you choose the fly speed for your legacy trait?
Yes.
Cool. So as you do this, Scorb's gonna kind of fall back, and he's gonna be like, yeah! He's gonna put his hands up to the air, and he's gonna be like, wah! Also stretching. He's gonna be a big stretch.
Everyone's gonna pick Scorb up and set him on his shoulders.
Yeah. Oh, I'm taller. Erevan.
It's not quite flying, but hopefully it's close enough.
This is nice. I like this.
This is good. This is good and nice.
Good.
I make sure that we all, take small breaks when we need to.
Yeah. So, with all of this, all of the stretching, all of the checking up on everyone, y'all make it to Daggerford. And as you do, there's someone waiting for y'all at the entrance. You see
What?
Winter. You recognize this person. You see this fair-skinned man, the same man that had previously been at your church before. I think noted in your backstory there was a man by the same name. You hear the same man at your church before, not church, temple. At your temple
I was gonna
before.
say, it was not really much of a. It was more of a temple, yeah, monastery maybe.
Yeah, he is kind of slumped out, waiting for y'all. As y'all see, oh, this is the wrong mouse. Y'all see this individual. Give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds.
1, 2.
Portrait. Y'all see this man.
Ooh.
Oh.
This man's kind of just here. Fair-skinned man, long blonde hair, and a wooden necklace on his person.
2 questions. How old are they, and are they single?
Oh my god.
Who knows? And yes.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Who
but-
knows? And yes. Anyways, you see this individual kind of waiting.
I don't even pause. I just walk right up to him.
Greetings.
Material, I'm assuming.
Yes. I assume you have been notified of who I am. Well, you already
have
know
been.
who I am, but you're notified that I'd be here, waiting for you.
A couple of people, technically.
By that you mean?
Well, first was the master of my temple, told me where to find you and who you were. And then I was given a message that you would be here soon.
So be it. Well, he will kind of reach out to you and he will kind of shudder. It's like, huh. That is very strange. You are tangled. All of you.
With what?
You're very... most peculiar.
You're getting a little mystery there, buddy.
How familiar... Well, I'm presuming the whole group is here with him now. I'm assuming the whole group's here just listening?
If we're allowed.
I mean, yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We're just talking right out in the open.
Humor me. If an unforeseen variable was added to a scenario, such as a small variable, such as a butterfly flapping its wings, what would you believe would happen? Something minor, or the massive winds of change?
Well, I believe, as with most of our order, that one small change can make a very large impact.
Hmm.
Time is not kind to any of us. We just need to go with what it is.
Hmm. Well, although you may have been taught that way, I think now is the time for you to broaden your perspective. Think outside the mold that has been given you. More flexibly.
I see. I think.
Well, do not be mistaken. This tangle within yourselves, every one of you, except for one. He's gonna kind of point a finger towards Scorb. You. I know nothing about you.
Me?
Yeah. Yeah. How peculiar. Well,
He's just a little guy we picked up.
small indeed.
Very helpful in, a pinch.
He will sort of nod along. Well, this tangle, don't think about it as binding, but an opportunity to free yourselves, so to speak.
Interesting.
Well, there's much that we cannot discuss here, for there are prying ears. He will use minor illusion to illustrate a map. Oh boy, the same map that we're on, the map of the Sword Coast. He will have a rough map of essentially this area. From Daggerford, kind of like this, to can I make a box? Hold on. Boop. That's a cone. All right, there we go. Kind of this area. If I can also do this for the stream. This is the area that he is referring to. So, he will kind of make a map of this area with minor illusion, and he will point out to this location in the Misty Forest. Meet me here. There's a temple.
A temple of Labelos?
Labellus, yes. And you can learn more of the history. And, well, I would... He kind of furrows his brow.
Winter just kind of like, when you're waiting for someone to continue their sentence, just kind of gives him that look.
Meet me here, away from the prying ears. As
Oh, okay. I suppose I will meet you there.
well, not just you. He will point towards everyone in the party. It seems you are more important than I had once imagined, including you. He will point to Scorp.
Me? Wow. It's all going over my head, guys. What's he talking about?
You're important, Scorb. You're
Why?
always important.
Why?
You're always important.
Erlon, do you have any idea what he's talking about?
Nope.
No. So it's not just me?
He's being very cryptic and kind of skirting around the issue, honestly, if you ask me. Something about prying
little.
eyes and ears or whatever.
It's a little frustrating, but I bet we'll have more information once we go to this temple.
I have a question. Did you turn around, Winter?
Why?
Because if you turn back, he's gone.
Oh, yeah, I turned to look at Scorb, I guess, and then... Ha!
You see
What a
Tyrael,
weird guy.
who had previously been in front of you, has just... There's no sound effect, but he's just gone.
How the hell did he just do that?
I have a couple of theories.
What the? Where'd he go? Who are you? Hey, wait.
He's gonna sort of poke where Tyrael was.
He's
Yeah, but-
not even remotely here anymore, bud.
Where did he go?
I'm assuming to the temple he told us to meet him at.
Why couldn't he have brought us?
That's not how that power works.
He's kind of...
I say we stop in town, get some food. How far away is this temple? Like, is it gonna be like another 4-hour trek?
It's not 4
Or
hours.
longer?
It's gonna be a multiple day long trek.
Okay, so
So
we go
first,
into town.
first off, let me unlock this and let me add a. Is this the quest marker that I was looking at? This is the one. Cool. That's your quest marker. If I can show it. That's GM only. Is this quest marker visible to y'all?
I see nothing.
Now is it visible?
I still don't see anything.
Damn it. Hold on. Shared with
There it
players.
is.
There we
There it
go.
There it is.
Y'all have a little quest marker now. And also, because this was given to y'all through the map, if we scroll, if we zoom out a little bit, y'all can see here there's an entrance to the Underdark right here. The entrance that was marked on the map specifically. Y'all see Bop. Y'all see it?
Interesting.
Right east of Southwood.
I see it now.
Y'all have quest markers. Whoopee.
Now let's proceed to ignore every single one of them.
Hey, I can't stop
And
y'all.
then spend the entire campaign running a tavern.
Alrighty. So, y'all are gonna just get back into Daggerford because this was outside of town. Just-
Yeah, so
He was.
I suggested that we make our way into Daggerford, get some food, get some rest, and then start early in the morning.
Yep. Because y'all did spend your 8 hours of travel getting back to town.
Yeah.
Question. Do y'all go shopping? Because Scorb wants to get
Yes.
something.
I would like to attempt to, or maybe even barter, just for some materials.
Alright. What kind of materials are you looking for?
I am looking for dried foods that are long-lasting, specifically fruits, meats, grains, anything that I can use in terms of cooking. I am also looking for a chef's kit, like a proper chef's kit, not my wireframe holographic techno one. And I'm willing to barter some of the alcohol that I still have, and also sell a lot of the sellables that I am carrying in my bag of holding.
Gotcha. So. In the bag of holding, what do you have sellable in the bag of holding currently?
I have this really assumedly cursed great axe, the carved bone statuette, another carved bone statuette, a copper chalice with silver filigree,
Let me identify these for you because those are the same.
engraved bone dice, not getting rid of that. And yeah, that's about it.
All right. Just to delineate things, you can. So let's go through like the general selling items first. Which ones are you selling? The carved bone statuettes and the copper chalices?
Copper chalices, carved bone statuettes, and the engraved bone dice.
Okay.
Because I have 2 sets of the engraved bone dice, 2 sets of carved bone statuettes, and 1 chalice.
So you will be able to sell those for essentially 50% of their value because people want to get a people want to sell a profit selling them back. But if you want, you could attempt to barter. I'm just gonna to delineate things and almost to gamify it a little bit, even though D&D isn't a video game. I'm just gonna gamify this just to save time. Roll a charisma check, and we can.
Would a persuasion be okay?
Persuasion would be okay. 9, you are not able to change the price of the goods that you would get back.
That's fine. I'll take it as is.
All right. So for the carved bone statuettes, there should be a gold value associated with them. So let's add up. 25, 25, and then this one. 25,
25,
75, and then 125. You would be able to get 125 over 2. So would be 125 over 2. You would get 62 gold pieces and 5 silver.
And that's 125 for everything, right? Because I had the
Yes. And this is not not including the great axe at the moment because you're dealing with a potentially cursed item that you're going to try and dispose of, however. So add 62 gold to your inventory and then add 5 silver.
I added the silver. I just need to bust out a calculator because simple math is math.
Hard.
And I can do calculus and like trigonometry. 2 + 2 = fish.
It's always the simple math that gets us.
Okay, I'm now at 99 gold and 10 silver. So 100 gold.
All right. You're at 100 gold. 100 gold pieces. All right.
And I am getting rid of the statuettes and whatnot now.
All right.
Oh, never mind. I guess you're doing that.
I will do it for you because I'm a nice boy.
Oh, thank you so much, nice boy.
Yes. All right. Now, where do you go to attempt to get rid of this axe?
Oh no, I was making a joke about the axe. Like, if anything, I want to work on it to see if there's anything I can do to try to. Because I'm assuming it's cursed based off the information that I have, because that definitely sounds not normal from my experience. So, if I can work on it and get rid of the curse, that would be preferable. Kind of like a personal project to see if we can actually make any money off of this.
You're going to try and get rid of the curse?
Yeah, as time goes on.
Question. Would you have done that during your travel?
I didn't, just to be fair, I didn't say I was doing that during the travel because it's kind of hard to work and travel at the same time.
Yeah.
If it was possible, then yeah.
I'm going to rule no, but like it would have been if you tried to take the great axe out of the bag of holding and inspect it. You would need to be rolling a D100.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to do that while traveling. I was more or less just trying to relax from our ordeal.
Gotcha. So, a day's worth of rations is, from what I can tell, looking on D&D Beyond because I'm a silly boy. 1 day's worth of rations is
like 5 silver, right?
It is 5 silver. So
okay.
Are you trying to get a day's worth of rations for everyone?
I still have a lot of rations. I just want to be able to, flavor-wise, say the rations that I have allow me to just make whatever.
Yes. So, in order for us to not worry about the minutia and the specific ingredients that you have on hand, you can get food ingredients that will count as rations, essentially. So,
Perfect.
if you want to, if we want to separate them, we can separate them into rations and then add a requires cooking in case you ever cannot cook for some reason.
Understood.
Just in case for whatever reason someone destroys your tinkerer's tools, something like that. Not to say that it will happen, but just in case. It's like saying just in case your spell book gets destroyed. It would be really mean, but it can happen.
Not wrong.
And also,
very much not wrong.
Enemies don't really... Alright, small side tangent. Enemies don't have a reason to keep your spell book in loot. If they don't have any spellcasters, they have every right to just burn that book. Because they know that you're reliant on it, and that... and that if you somehow get it back, they will use it against you. So... Side tangent.
100% fair.
Side tangent. It is 100% fair for enemies if they have captured you to burn your spellbook. Side tangent over.
But yeah, I'm gonna get some, some rations. That's again more of like the dried stuff. So all we have to do is add water. It's gonna be a lot of soups, a lot of stews, that type of deal in terms of travel food. Something that I can rehydrate and use as I go.
Sounds good.
Therefore, like, if it's still, like, it wouldn't be comfortable, but it can still be eaten as the dried,
yes,
in dried form.
The dried, ready-to-eat food. Okay.
Yeah.
Make sure you separate that on your sheet. How many days of rations are you getting for cooking and for regular?
Okay, so I currently have 23 normal rations. I think I'm good on normal rations. In terms of cooked rations, I'll 5 silver a pop in terms of days. I have 100 gold. It'd be 10 gold for 20. 20 gold for 40.
And also, I'm gonna be mean about this because it's cooking ingredients. They can spoil, so you don't want to overload on them.
Understood. Okay. If that's the case, I will do 10 days worth. Basically, it's not 10 days worth. Sorry, 10 of them. We can have like a good meal per person.
All right.
And then potentially scrap something together with what's left.
Got it. Sounds good. Add that onto your sheet.
Or actually, no. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'll do 12. 2 good meals per on 2 separate days.
Sounds good.
And then I will also be getting a set of chef's tools if they have it.
Yeah, because you're at the store, you can get a pair of chef's tools or a thing of chef's tools because, if you're getting ingredients, you can get chef's tools. You're in like a marketplace. You're in a shopping center. You get dodgy looks because of your complexion, but once you make it clear to them that you're there to buy, they sell to you.
Perfect.
All right.
And then rations, cook style rations.
That's all you?
So, how much would the chef's tools be?
Let's look at the other adventuring equipment. Chef's tools. Cook's utensils. Technically a gold, so.
Perfect. I'll take it.
Alrighty. Alright, that's you?
That would be me, yes. I have, to my knowledge, nothing else I need to buy it.
Let me see if I can add cook's utensils to your sheet real quick. Because it is an item that has a description.
Oh, I was gonna add it.
I got it. Habia. There you go.
Thank you.
You have cook's utensils. Alright. That's you?
That would be me, yes.
Alright, who else is shopping? I know Scorb's gonna try shopping for something. Erevan, how you doing?
I'm in the market for some armor.
Alright. Scorb's gonna accommodate you.
Kill.
Alright. Let me... Haba. There we go. That works. Alright. Y'all are walking around, finding potentially a new blacksmith. You walk up to one that looks relatively decent, a relatively decent blacksmith. Dwarf. Actually, you didn't travel with Hubris or Sheer that one time, so you wouldn't know who this is.
Nope.
Stout dwarf walks up to you. Hey, how's it going?
It's been a nice day. Good weather,
What are you buying?
clear roads. Yeah, I'm in the market for some fairly sturdy armor. Something a little on the heavier side.
I take it you're the adventuring type, eh?
Yeah, been traveling for a while, doing what I can to clear the streets.
Good people like you. And, your compatriot there. He's gonna point down. Scorb's gonna be like,
Hi. Yeah, I want. I need like a good stabby sword, like a poke. You know? You get what I mean?
really? For you?
Yeah.
Why do you want that?
Well, it's like I don't really know. I just really want one, and I feel like I could get a good use out of it, if you know what I mean.
He's gonna kind of give a dopey smile, and he's gonna look up to you, Erevan.
And if I do, you can have this back.
He kind of holds up the vicious longsword.
Okay. If that's what you want to do, bud.
Yeah. Well, maybe not right now. I want to keep it.
For a little bit, he's gonna kind of bring it back down.
I want to keep it for right now, but like I feel like I can make use of that later.
The little he's talking about like a rapier, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Either a rapier or a katana. You said you wanted something pokey, stabby. We can get that for you. And you, what kind of armor were you looking at? Breastplate, plate mail.
Plate mail, to what I understand, is pretty expensive, mostly like for elite guards. Chainmail sounds okay though.
Chainmail. I can get some fashion for you by the end of the day.
All right.
Let me check the price of chainmail real quick. Give me 1 second. And also, I can add some magical enhancements to it, but the price will be, well, suited to those enchantments.
How much would it go if I didn't enchant it?
Enchanted? Well, give me just a second to reference. Because Mighty more expensive. He's gonna kind of pull out some charts. You'd be going from the 75 for chainmail to about 500. Just because it's a lot.
Yeah, I'll just take it standard.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Let me get your sizings real quick, and I can get you your sword, little buddy. He's gonna kind of just smile. Scord will, specifically. He's gonna take your sizes. I can get that fashioned for you by the end of the day. You got your deposit for it?
I got most of it, but the rest I think I'd like to cover with. And just gonna set down my old chain shirt.
How much is the worth of a chain shirt?
Chain shirts are 50.
50? Considering that it's a used piece of armor, I'd say you could knock off 40 gold. You can knock off 40 gold with it. Because think about it like this. Art pieces, you kind of have to sell for half their value, but he can also melt those back down into materials if he wanted to. So used armor is worth more than used art pieces, essentially, or damaged art pieces.
Okay.
So knock off 40 off of that, and you can cover the rest of the 35.
Yeah.
All right. Just for the sake of it, mark off the chain shirt from your inventory and mark off 35 gold.
Yep, already marked off the gold, working on the shirt.
Yeah, because you're not equipped with that anymore.
Nope.
You are naked, no armor. It would be very bad if a combat encounter happened. But, like that's ever gonna happen. And you, little buddy, here you go. That'll be for a rapier.
Yeah.
That'll be about 25 gold.
All right, let me see here. Wait. I got some. Okay.
He's gonna give the guy 25 gold.
It's nice having money. I don't have money anymore.
Oh.
Well, I do, but like not as much as I did before. I love having money and spending it, but I don't like not having money. Wah.
Oh, don't worry, we'll make some more eventually.
Right? With the amount of jobs that we got. This is nice. Have you done this before?
A little.
A little? Okay. Makes sense. Where did you say you were from again?
El Toro.
El Toro. Okay. I don't know where that is.
Yeah, it's really far south.
Like that way.
He's gonna point east.
No. Well, if you were to try to take a straight shot, it is kind of. Wait. Yeah, it's more that way, and just gonna kind of steer his arm in the right direction.
Oh. I mean, I was basically pointing south. You only had to steer me a little bit.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Yeah. Because I'm so smart. Right? Right?
Precious child.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Don't worry about it.
What? Hey. You're looking at me weirdly.
No, I'm not.
Roll deception.
Oh boy. I'm good at this.
All right, let me roll for Scorb's insight. Let me roll this dynamically. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Okay. So he hold on, his insight is it intelligence or wisdom?
It's wisdom.
Okay, so he kind of stares at you and was like,
No, you weren't looking at me funny.
Never change, Scorb. Never change.
What's that supposed to mean? I'm so confused. I hate it here.
Love you too, buddy.
Why is life so confusing?
It's a little more interesting that way sometimes.
Ah. Okay.
he's just gonna follow you.
I got this nice little sword though, and I feel like I could use it later once I know how to use it. Whack. Yeah. See, like that. And then, like, if I'm like really like aggressive, I can be like, like that.
Just be careful not to poke my eye out with it while you're doing that.
Oh yeah, sorry.
He's gonna sheath it.
I wonder what the other guys are doing.
What are y'all doing?
I am actually in the market for a healer's kit.
A healer's kit. Vada, is there anything you're doing?
Vada wants to look for a poisoner's kit.
Polar opposites on the spectrum.
Nice.
Literal.
And yet, we're walking through town together.
Literal polar opposites, just besties. Inside you there are two wolves. One wants a poisoner's kit, one wants a healer's kit. They're both gay.
They're both gay.
Oh goodness. Okay. Yeah, y'all are able to. I'm gonna be funny. You can find them both right next to each other at like polar opposite shops where it's like Assassin's Trophy is the shop name of the one that Vod is going to, and Delightful Remedies is the one where Winter's going to, but they're right next to each other in the district.
Yeah, they did that on purpose in case a customer decides to sample one of the others. They can just go right next door for a cure.
So
That's just smart marketing right there.
So as much as I would love to give unique NPCs for y'all for both of these, y'all are just able to get a healer's kit and a poisoner's kit
I
for
was gonna say,
their market
you
price.
the two shop owners are in cahoots because they know what their customer base does.
Poisoner's kit. So that is 50 gold pieces. Do you have 50 gold pieces?
I don't know how many gold pieces I have because mine is weirdly blank.
If we go to inventory, what? How do you not have gold
They-
pieces?
Yeah, there should be gold pieces. They've been getting it since we started. We've been splitting everything, other
was
than what
gonna
I
say we've
sold
been splitting
myself.
stuff, but mine's still. I don't know.
It says, okay, looking at carried by, that's so weird because I'm looking at the party sheet and you have gold pieces. That is so strange. Okay. Let me check something real quick. All right. Let's see what happens if I mark this. Bop bop. That is so weird. It shows on the party sheet, but it doesn't show on.
Well, it's now showing up. That's
Yeah,
weird.
because I manually added it. And then if I do for Baba, that's That's so weird. That's so weird. Are you on the party sheet?
No. I'm on my sheet.
I know, I'm looking here to see if you're on the party sheet here. You are.
Technical difficulties.
That is such a weird issue. Hit this button to update the part. Rebuild party inventory. Hold on. There we go. Well, Vada, you have 42 gold pieces. Thank you, tech support. All right, you have 42 gold pieces. You're 8 gold short.
Do you need coin?
I mean, it can wait. I don't want to.
I mean, I
shoot
can
out any.
I can definitely lend you some if you don't want to take it.
I would be more preferable to that.
Okay. I give Vada 8 gold pieces.
All right, you have 50 gold pieces. Also, remove that from your sheet. All right. Let me check how much a healer's kit costs. I believe it also costs 50 gold. Nope, it costs 5 gold. That's
Ow.
hilarious.
I buy 2.
You buy
I
2?
mean, taking people's lives is more expensive.
Yes.
A box of band-aids costs less than poison.
Yeah. Fair.
That depends on the poison you're grabbing.
In real life and in... Well, no, there are some expensive bandages in real life if you're an insurance provider. But I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole right now. So you're able to get a poisoner's kit and you're able to get 2 healer's kits.
Heck yeah, let me go ahead and take 10 more off of
So
me.
let me add this poisoner's kit to your inventory. Habiao, there you go. You have a poisoner's kit. Then if we go to winter, let me give you some healer's kits.
Yay!
You said 2?
2, please.
2, please. 2 healer's kits, please.
Thank you, come again.
All right, you have 2 healer's kits.
Woot woot. And so if nobody else has anything else to do, or rather, after we get our stuff, we look around town for an affordable place to stay.
All right, yep. And as you kind of pass by the old tavern that you saw on your first day, you see it's kind of boarded up and you see a for sale sign.
Good thing Hubris is catatonic, otherwise he'd be like, let's do this!
Like we could afford it.
Also, who has him right now? Is he with Winter or
He
like,
is
who's
in
babysitting?
He's in hammer space right now. Don't worry about him.
Perfect, the safest space.
We dropped him off at the local guard station, and we're gonna pick him up on our way back.
Just don't worry about him. Just he's around. Don't worry about it. So, this is genuinely perfect music, honestly. Fucking love Xenoblade music. Anyways, yeah. Y'all are walking around and y'all reconvene at the tavern after a day of shopping. Erevan, you're able to, after walking around for a little bit, after checking up, you're able to get your set of armor back. You're able to get your chain shirt, you said? Not chain shirt, chainmail?
Yeah.
You get your chainmail. Do you want me to add it to your sheet?
I can. Find it.
So, I think I have to add it to your sheet. Bop. It's just easier for me because I don't want you accidentally adding like adamantine chainmail.
Accidentally.
There you go. You have chainmail.
Why would I do that?
Why would you do that? That would be so rude. So you don't get critical hit all the time. All right.
Another character that I play on Tuesdays has adamantine plate.
I feel that. You just don't want to get crit, and that's understandable. I feel like Hubris doesn't want to get crit either.
He can't wear armor, though.
No, he cannot. All right.
I mean, he could, technically. He just wouldn't be able to spellcast with it.
So he'd be basically a commoner. All right. You get your armor. You equip your armor, and... So, price of a tavern... Let me just get this reference here. What kind of tavern are you going for?
Ones with comfortable beds and good food and drink. Honestly, if they have an area underneath where it's just like a bar counter and nothing else in terms of space because it's just rooms, that would probably be preferable in my opinion. It just means the rooms are a bit more comfortable.
All right, if you're going for a comfortable one, it would be 2 gold a day.
I will cover that for everyone.
All right.
You don't have to do that. I can cover my own.
Are you sure? Just hand already dropping coins in the drop-off plate?
I reach out and I just drop my 2 coins. I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I'm not one to turn down free room and board.
I'll cover it. No, I'll cover it. No, I'll cover it.
We've
You'll
kind of
cover
been
it.
we've kind of been through a lot, and I, for one, would like a very soft bed.
You know, I've never slept on a bed until that one time in the tavern, so I would like to have a good bed. I don't know what the measurement for a good bed is, considering I've only ever slept on one, and it was very good in my opinion. But, you know, I would like
May
to.
as well take advantage of it, because we will not be seeing one for a while. We're on the road.
Yeah, we're gonna be camping. I like camping.
There's gonna be a lot of ground sleeping.
Yeah. See, I like camping because it's what I'm used to. It's what my life has always been.
Yeah, I can see where it can be enjoyable.
Yeah.
Actually, now that I think about it, do we even have sleeping bags?
Y'all have sleeping bags. It comes with like all of your background stuff. And if you don't have sleeping bags, tell me so I can give you sleeping bags.
My
I
background
mean,
stuff
to be
does not come with sleeping bags because
To be fair, not all packs come with bedrolls.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to go out and buy a bedroll before we go,
Just
and maybe a tent if we need it.
put, like, dock off a gold and put a bedroll in your thing.
I mean, I have a blanket, but that's it.
That's-
Nothing.
We just don't have to. Don't worry about it. You have bedrolls. I'm not gonna get persnickety about which of y'all has a comfortable sleep. I'm not that kind of GM.
Look, I'll buy.
It
so,
just
so
means we all get comfy.
I have coin. If the GM is okay with me noticing that some of us don't have bedrolls, I will happily spend the coin for bedrolls.
All right,
In canon.
just to delineate things, you don't need to spend gold. All of y'all will have had bedrolls because, for all intents and purposes, y'all's backstories, y'all were camping and traveling for like half of y'all were camping and traveling for your backstories and your plot hooks. Y'all have bedrolls. If you don't have bedrolls, like, just type something in chat and I can drop it into your sheet. Type me no have bedroll if you don't have it.
I just added a bedroll.
The only person who I am comfortable not having a bedroll is Scorb, because he's Scorb, and he didn't have the luxury of having a bedroll.
We can get him one.
You can.
The group's son needs to get taken care of.
All right. Bop added a bedroll to one of your sheets. Bop. A tent y'all wouldn't have unless it came with your background stuff. I'm fine with giving y'all bedrolls, not the tents.
I mean, I can always go buy a tent, but just saying, with the need of privacy, come on.
So
Ooh
are you
la la.
are you dropping a gold for Scorb's bedroll?
Happily.
Okay. Take a gold off. Scorb's gonna have a bedroll. Oh wait, he already had a bedroll with his background. That's crazy. Well,
I'm adding
Maybe
gold
they-
back.
They must have purloined it off of some adventurer or something.
probably some guy he killed.
Oh boy.
Scorb was doing what he could to survive, okay? So, y'all are gonna get a tent as well?
Yeah, I will go ahead and get a tent.
Alright, a tent is 2 gold.
Can do.
Are you holding the tent in your inventory? It is 20 pounds.
Well, the tent is for me, so I wouldn't want anybody else to carry it for me.
Fair. Alright, added the tent to your inventory. Alright. Has everyone done shopping? Everyone has their bedrolls, their tents. Does anyone else want a tent?
Yes.
You want a tent?
Yes.
You want it?
How much gold is it?
It's 2 gold. Knock off 2 gold and you get a tent.
Done. Adding the 10.
I can add it to your inventory. Boom, you get a tent. You get a
Thank
tent.
you. I'm putting
You
it
get a tent.
I'm putting it in the bag.
It's a tent.
I'm putting it in my bag of holding. That way I don't actually have to carry it.
By the way, Vada, I can't see. I would rather you speak up if you need something, rather than typing it in call chat.
No, I'm good. I'm just making jokes. You're good.
Gotcha. Yeah, I can't. It's hard for me to tell if something in call chat is for game or not if it's not spoken. So that's just a me thing. Hi, Cat. All right. Everyone's good?
To the tavern for sleep.
For sleep? Y'all are all getting separate rooms?
Yeah, I would prefer to get my own room.
Sounds good.
That is what I paid for. Yes.
Everyone gets their own room. All right. Just because y'all will technically need it, I'm going to give y'all that. We're not in initiative. Get out of initiative.
Oh no.
We are not in initiative. I'm giving y'all a long rest. Another one.
Another one.
Okay, so my exhaustion is now gone.
Your exhaustion was gone last time
Oh, okay.
because you took a long rest beforehand. All right.
You lost it as soon as you got it.
Pretty much. It was relevant for 1 skill check. Honestly,
Yeah.
it was relevant for kind of an important skill check, but it's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. All right.
Con save.
So let me roll something real quick. Oh, that's not what I wanted to roll. Ah.
Oh god, someone's having nightmares.
Well, now that I think about it. Hold on. I need to. Cat
Holding.
break. Hold on. Let me smack the cat around. Let me. Okay.
Holding aggressively.
Holding.
Holding cat in hands. All right. So, if we let me reference something really quick. I'm gonna have to dig for this real quick. Just give me 1 second. All right. Let me do something here really quick.
He said, "Let me do something here," and I heard the boom of something leaving Discord, and I'm like,
That's the bot.
The
Some
bot
news.
is dead.
the bot is dead.
Don't worry, I killed him this time.
That
You killed
worries
him
me
on
even
purpose.
more.
It was intentional.
Give me 1 second.
What's worse than boss music? When the DM cuts the music.
Oh no. The record scratch.
So, as y'all drift to sleep, for those of y'all that were present for the cold open, you see the same imagery as there before. The only person, well, none of y'all were present for that cold open, but now within this dream, you see the ever still agonizing darkness that drains away at your psyche. Persisting for an eternity, the void is torturing your mind as after the void stops, there's just an everlasting heat that starts to build up. As for most of you, this shouldn't happen. For Sheer, you have scales that would usually stop this that are resistant to heat. Erebon, you are a tiefling. Hubris is also a tiefling. But unaware of where your comrades are at this very moment, you feel an everlasting heat begin to just build up. Hotter and hotter and hotter. Like a volcano, you can't breathe. You can't breathe anymore. Your eyelids start to dry up, and this heat feels like you're being burnt alive. And when the smoke clears and all that you are is reduced to nothingness, your very essence is grabbed by a skeletal hand moving towards you. And as you feel like you would maybe wake up from this nightmare, you see a different perspective. You see a man with the right side of his face corrupted. You see him writing something down. You see a couple of figures in the background, kind of nondescript. You can't really tell who they are. Just writing down. And then let me show you who this figure is. You see him. You see him just writing down at a desk. Just writing. And I have a question. What is y'all's what is y'all's stealth?
Not good.
What's your stealth modifiers?
Zilch.
Zilch, you have a 0 on your stealth mod? Because this is essentially passive stealth.
If we're talking passive stealth, that would be a 12 for me. I have a +2.
12? Let me roll something real quick. I don't think he can fail this, but let me check. So as he's writing something down, you hear an almost a cracking sound as, seemingly unaware of you, he's now aware, and he just snaps his neck towards you unnaturally. It's like, I see you. As he gets up, and he immediately, with his skeletal hand, begins to grab at what you feel like is your throat. You can't breathe. You can't breathe. You can't breathe. And as you all wake up, almost reflexively, your hands were around your neck, trying to give yourself room to breathe as you wake up. And you all wake.
Con save?
No, you're all awake.
Oh, okay.
You have all awoken from this nightmare.
Who turned off the AC?
Let me get the normal music back on to get y'all back into it.
Usually I only have these type of dreams when it's just too hot in the room.
Hey, Vel.
Yeah?
In terms of some of the things that have happened in my backstory, would I necessarily be afraid of just a person holding onto my neck, or would it be more of a fear response from something else happening?
Who's to say? That's up to you to decide.
Okay.
Well, I do my normal morning ritual stuff.
Well, actually,
I get down on the floor.
one person didn't experience this and is not awake at the moment. Let me see if he's gonna... Let me see how he's doing this morning. Is he knocked out? So, I have a question. Whose room would be neighboring Scorbs?
Whose room is neighboring Scorbs?
Let me decide. Let me decide whose rooms would be neighboring Scorbs. One. Let me skip Hubris because it wouldn't be funny if it's Hubris. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sheer, as you wake up from this, your hands reflexively grasping around your neck, trying to give yourself room to breathe, you hear a...
Good to know he's sleeping comfortably.
For the
I'll
record,
go.
all of y'all woke up with your hands around your neck. Your own hands, pretty much. As if you were being choked out and were trying to pry away hands from your neck.
Alrighty. I guess that's what my praying is going to be about this morning.
Let me just give y'all a good look at them. Hold on. And also, my cat has now joined us.
Hi, Pixel.
Adorable.
All right. What are y'all doing this morning?
Breakfast.
Are you making breakfast, or are you going down and ordering breakfast because you're in a tavern?
Oh no, I'm ordering breakfast.
Yep, getting up, getting prepped, going down.
Unless they're fine with a rando just giving them like a flat amount to use their ingredients in their kitchen to cook. I don't think, which I don't think they'd be okay with.
All right. Well, y'all order breakfast.
Well, except Winter.
Winter's not ordering breakfast?
Winter's still upstairs praying.
What are you praying about? What is
That dream. Mostly asking for answers about the dream. What did it mean? Was it just too hot in this room, or is there something horrible coming?
Roll a wisdom save.
$21.
As you reach out, you get a sharp, almost not think about like a mic feedback sound as you try to reach out. It's like
Ah!
something about him is obscuring, not obscuring communications, but you can't seem to directly ask about him for some reason.
Fine. Then instead, I will ask if I can trust Tyrael.
Roll a wisdom check this time. You don't really get an answer. Supposedly it's because he told you about Tyrael before. So.
Fair. He was the one who said he's waiting for me. He didn't say anything about whether or not I could trust the guy.
That's fair.
But with the fact that I'm not getting any answers right now, I will pack up my stuff and go downstairs to join the rest.
All right. You do your morning preparations, your morning ritual. And how's everyone else doing? How's everyone else reacting to the nightmare?
More hungry than usual.
Eravon, how's Eravon doing?
Nightmare? What nightmare? I don't know no nightmare.
Ah, I see. Okay. How's Vada doing?
She's sitting at the darker end of the table and just silently brooding.
All right.
That's the girl.
How's Hubris doing? Oh, still catatonic. Okay. Well, let's... Actually, he would have something to say. Just Nox isn't here to say it.
He would say something. He'd be like, I'm the best.
He would. He really would.
He's currently just a face implanted into a bowl of eggs.
And that's literally all we hear him say. He just mumbles, I'm the best.
The best. I'm the best. So, y'all go through that. I have a question. What is the atmosphere of the table?
I'm assuming anxiety.
Anxiety, stressed, depressed.
Let me
Denial.
get a score read on this. So Scorb will kind of come down. Is like,
Can I get some bacon? Some eggs? Thank you. What's going on?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
the-
no.
Lord.
Y'all act like you just died. And the only person like that's allowed to do that is him.
he's gonna point at Hubris. I forgot to change the day.
Who then says, yeah, I'm the best.
Hold on, I forgot to change the day. It is now the 28th. How the hell do I change the day? Hold on. There we go. Boop. It should be, I'm going to say it's around 8 a.m. Bop. Ba. It is the 28th of Nighthall, 1492 at 8 a.m. Y'all woke up later because of that nightmare.
Just didn't sleep well.
Oh. Well, I slept like a baby. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just like, I got a really good sleep last night. Honestly.
I could tell.
Yeah. Y'all seem really down. Is there something I said? I didn't mean to say
Oh.
something mean.
It's fine, Scorb. It has nothing to do with you. I think.
Huh.
Hey, Vel.
Yes?
So me being a reptile would probably be a bit more difficult to tell because scales on the neck, but looking at other people and just the heavy air around us, looking at other people's necks, would I be able to see anything like as if they were being choked? Any imprints, any bruising?
Well, that would be an investigation check.
I got you, fam.
Might be really hard. to
Nat
see on the phone, I feel.
19! You are able to tell pretty much immediately because you know exactly what you're looking for. That everyone, besides Scorb, has some sort of scarration or like redness around their neck. Some, not, almost bruising. Like, you know, not bruising, but like, you know, whenever your skin's been reacted with and it's red from potentially being choked. Stuff like that. You see that equivalent for everyone. Even through the skin pigmentations for Hubris, for Eravon, for Vada, and especially easy to see for Winter.
So easy to see on Winter skin.
Because Winter is white.
Winter is super pale.
So you're
Yeah,
immediately able to see the redness around Winter's neck, and then you're able to see an equivalent for everyone else.
Just not making it obvious, but like Sheer then takes a moment and just like stretches his neck, scratches it a little bit. I'm assuming everyone else didn't sleep well, or was it a little difficult for everyone else to breathe?
I'm pretty sure my room was just too hot.
Winter, I can see everything. Just motions towards his own neck.
When he says that, I can see everything. Winter reflexively looks down at themselves, like almost like, huh, about it.
You still have the floor.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all are keep going.
Yeah, so Winter is still, you know, fully clothed and everything, and they're like, what are you talking about?
Again, motion towards his own neck.
Oh, right, the neck thing.
It's very prominent for you.
Well, you know, I can't keep this gorgeous skin without, you know, being easily bruised.
My neck's always red.
And your neck is always cute.
Thank you. I try. Anyways, what are y'all talking about?
Well, other than you, Scorb, seems the rest of us might have had the same nightmare about potentially that curse that we read in the crypt.
Oh. Why didn't it affect me, though?
That is a question for the gods.
Scorb, I think it's because, didn't we tell you before, you are important?
That's weird.
I don't think so.
I mean, I guess I am. Even the guy said so. The guy.
Oh, What
Yeah.
guy?
The guy.
Ariel?
Yeah, the guy. The guy was like, even you are important. And I was like, that's weird. You're being really weird. And then he was being like all dodgy, and then like, you know,
Material was being rather cryptic, but he probably had a good reason for it. There are many secrets among our sect that we wouldn't want others to hear.
mm-hmm. Well,
So everyone in your sect is dodgy and cryptic.
Sometimes. I don't know.
That must be annoying.
Have I seemed dodgy and cryptic?
Mm,
A little bit at first, yeah.
Fair.
But I mean, to be fair, you didn't really know us. We didn't really know you, so to
Scorb's
each their own.
Scorb's gonna kind of go next to Erevan.
what's cryptic mean?
mysterious, speaks in riddles.
Ah, yeah,
He's gonna kind of nod exaggeratedly.
yeah. Oh, winter? I don't know. I couldn't tell. Whenever I first met them, I was scared out of my life because I thought I was gonna die.
I try to be as, more sociable than most in my sect. It just comes more naturally to me to be a people person.
Oh, that's neat.
I will say it was a little weird growing up around a whole bunch of people that were not that way.
I guess you're special. Just like the other people.
I suppose.
Just like me.
Just like you.
I'm special. Right?
Yes.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You are special.
Yeah.
one special kobold.
You are extremely special, Storm.
Thank you.
Okay.
To be fair, you're kind of a lucky charm for us now. I mean, you've kept us alive this long, right?
Yeah.
Well, we should probably start thinking about our trip out.
Anything anybody needs to get last minute before we head out, or are we good?
Well, I'm good. I got everything I needed last night.
I got my sword.
He's gonna point a rapier in the air.
That's not a bad sword, actually.
I know.
Might be easier for you to use.
Mm-hmm. Right. Excuse me.
I took the liberty to also grab some food that I could cook along the way as well. I mean, rations are one thing, and being able to at least spice them up a little bit can only go so far. But if you guys want a hot meal, just let me know. I'll do what I can.
Much
Sounds
appreciated,
good.
friend.
Well,
Well, I suppose we should probably think about heading out then.
right.
Yep.
Well, I guess this is the DM saying, is there anything that y'all would need to do in Daggerford before we leave? Because we are reaching 3 hours, coming up on time. So, well, coming up on, I guess, the time that I would want to end. So,
Nope, I got nothing.
Yeah, I pretty much grabbed everything that I could think of at the time.
cool.
Nothing that I can think of at the moment. Everything I want to do is gonna just be taking time as we travel on like short or long rests.
Yeah, I'm good.
Cool. Cool. Give me just 1 second. With this, with y'all setting out to travel, with y'all getting all of your preparations set, escaping from the crypt, recuperating from this long day, long past couple of days, and experiencing the first of potentially many nightmares to come, I'm going to say this will be the end of our session.
Okay. A little
All right.
shorter this week.
Yeah. And because I don't want to get off without Nox here, I think
that
this
makes sense too.
this should be good for our session.
I missed them.
What's up?
I missed them.
I miss them too. The session was very empty without Hubris being a jackass.
He'll be fine.
Right?
Once he gets out of this catatonic state, he'll be fine.
Right? Look, he's just dealing with the horrors of dying for the first time.
Yeah, that kind of stuff sucks.
Alrighty.
Fine.
Alrighty. So, just wanted to give like an end of video reminder that our VODs will upload on Mondays. They upload on Mondays at 5 p.m. Central Time. So they will upload on YouTube. If you want, you can still watch the VOD on Twitch while it's still up, even though you will have to deal with the pre-stream segment. But I feel like most of y'all like the pre-stream segment, so pop in for those. I think that's all that I have to talk about. Hot dogs are good. No, this isn't a false Hydra. I wanted to say that here. It's not a false Hydra.
Oh my god. Please don't.
But there could
Ah!
No, it's not. I'm gonna word of God say no, it's not a false Hydra.
be. I'm not saying the whole thing is a false Hydra, but I'm saying there could be a false Hydra in our future.
There will never be a false Hydra in your future.
Okay, but hear me out though. Hear me out. Instead of a false Hydra, which, don't get me wrong, false Hydra's extremely fucked up. Can we have a normal Hydra?
You can have a normal Hydra. False Hydras are boring. False Hydras serve more as like a GM boogeyman than anything else. False Hydras aren't real. They can't hurt you. How can a thing hurt you in your dreams, idiot?
Well,
That
I
sounds like
mean,
something
you
somebody who's
see.
met one would say.
As
What-
our characters proceed to get choked in our dreams.
All right. Well, that's about it for game today. I hope y'all enjoyed today's game. It's a bit of a slower game, a little bit low energy because we're missing a player and half of the people were recovering from a hangover. I say half of it.
Half, meaning you.
Half is in me, yes. All right. So YouTube, I'm going to say goodbye for this moment. Have a good one, YouTube. Bye-bye.
You do.
Goodbye,
YouTube.
YouTube.
Hug your face, YouTube. I hope you guys have fun.